So you think you've got Holcus. Out here in southern Illinois in 2025, we've got a number of fields, cornfields specifically, that are showing up with these little white circular lesions on their leaves all throughout the field. And if you were to look in a textbook, you might stumble upon a disease called Holcus. Now, Holcus is a bacterial infection that often needs a lot of precipitation, moisture, and some kind of abrasion to the leaf tissue. It needs to have something to open up that tissue and let the bacteria in. So hail, insects, little insect bites and scratches on the leaf can do that. Even just high wind and some soil coming across the leaf and breaking the barrier of that tissue open can lead to a Holcus infection. Now, because it's bacterial, a fungicide won't do much. There are some antibacterial agents out there, but overall, Holcus is not really a yield limiting factor. One of the things that identify Holcus is that, again, circular white lesion and often some kind of, little brown halo around the outside of it. So if you were a grower walking your field, you might think, wow, I've got a lot of Holcus out here in my field this year. Why is that? Holcus is pretty common. It wouldn't be uncommon to see those lesions, but this does stretch throughout the majority of this field and tails off on the other side. Well, I can tell you this year, the majority of what you're seeing in this field is not Holcus. It would be the chemical aftermath of the harvested wheat fields. With the spring that we've had, incredibly wet, there's a lot of water hemp pressure, other weed pressure out in these harvested wheat fields that are prepared for double crop beans. And this year there's a lot of gramoxone and paraquat being used to control that pressure before the planting happens. That paraquat active ingredient is a non-selective herbicide, which means it doesn't matter what kind of plant tissue it touches. It is going to speckle plants up regardless of species. In this case, corn is the one taking the hit. You could also see it on first crop soybeans right there as well. This can be anything from severe chemical damage to pretty mild. And in here, this is really pretty mild, but it does mimic the visual of Holcus. So if you're out in your fields checking things and you notice all the speckling, be aware of your surroundings. That gramoxone or paraquat can drift and go pretty far with the right wind. And because it's non-selective, it shows up on just about everything, even the rose bushes out there at the neighbor's house. So keep scouting.